Hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there? YDBT Daily coming at you on a Thursday. That's right, the Thursday before we head the fuck out of town and we're off for 10 whole freaking days. I absolutely cannot wait. Everyone is checked out. Everyone is checked out except some of the customers that are trying to get paid for the, they want to get that car shipped. Some shops are like, oh, let's get this car shipped. And I'm like, hey, cool. If it's not there, I'm not going to make it happen by forcing it down your throat. So today what we're going to talk about, it's interesting. When I prepare for the show, I just get a subject matter and run with it. And then in the last 10 minutes, I have gotten so many things in here that make me want to talk about something else, but we'll squeeze it in there. Today, what we're going to talk about is there have been subtle attempts to ask the brass at Dodge and Stellantis if the Hemi fits in the new Charger chassis, the new electric/inline-six chassis. So, funny thing is that none of the executives has said a straight ass no. Now, the way I look at it, based on just the firewall, the fit and finish, I don't think a Hellcat motor, specifically a supercharged Hellcat motor, is going to be able to be put into the new Charger layout. Only because it's completely redesigned. That's not to say that it can't fit, but I don't know in a factory capacity, assembly line stuff, will they make it like easy to put it back in? Because the word is that the Hemi is going to be around, but they did not say in what vehicle. And we talked about on Tuesday that the Barracuda, or the Cuda might be coming back for Dodge so that they can still keep the Charger inline-six electric, and you have a Cuda. Now remember, back in the day, the Charger and Challenger name were Dodge, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know shit about Dodge. But the Cuda was a Plymouth. So Dodge Cuda doesn't really make sense. You know what I mean? Unless they, apostrophe-ize it or make it a different thing, because it was the Plymouth Barracuda, then there was the Hemi Cuda, but the Dodge had the Charger and Challenger. And the Challenger and Cuda, if I'm not mistaken, guys, maybe you guys are able to tell me, people that are connoisseurs of the Dodge game, what was the biggest difference visually between a Barracuda, Plymouth Barracuda, and a Dodge Challenger? Wasn't it 4 headlights versus 1 headlight? 4 headlights versus two per side, 1 per side. I don't know, but it's interesting to see if they keep the Hemi coming, make a completely different car that's literally the old Challenger, but you massage it a little bit and call it the Cuda. We'll talk about that, but we're also going to mainly talk about is the 8 HP. In the last half hour, I was just casually looking around the internet, and I had seen a lot of people swapping 8 HP transmissions, which come in the Dodge stuff and some BMW stuff, to ZF transmission. Then I started looking at gear ratios. Then videos started popping up, and I'm like, wait a minute. This is a highly viable transmission. And a gentleman by the name of Carlos Villalta from Instagram sent me a 8 HP swapped GT350. Which means we don't have to touch the tune. You can tune it just like a manual 350. The 8 HP comes with its own separate control module, and supposedly it's pretty badass. We'll talk about that and many more things, but not before Mr. Bill O'Reilly says hello to the people out there.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
It does suck. But you know what doesn't suck and what's not centered is the logo that I have right here for D&H Performance. Oh my God, it's half blurry. D&H Performance, D&Hperformance.com, D&H Performance, the online parts house, sponsor of the show. Thank you so much for sponsoring the show. You guys are awesome, great people the whole year. You guys have been so consistent. I'm going to keep it the same, roll it over. Let's keep it going. These sets of sponsors are pretty damn legit. PMAS, Nick James, PMAS, every Tuesday until the end of the year, we're going to give away a cold air or whatever you want from Nick James at PMAS. So I think we have one more show before the end of the year. PMAS, Nick James, PMAS, nobody else matters. Parts Farm, PartsFarm.com, the best late model used parts house that you want to get your wheels, tires, crank pallets, motors, transmissions, shift knobs, steering wheels, dashes, you name it. PartsFarm.com. Total Solution, I'm on Total Solution, helping out everyone in Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Cuba, wherever the fuck they got a Mustang. Rami is literally there helping people get shit done. And as always, Belak lets everybody know that you sell drugs. You don't care if the cops know that you sell drugs. So if you're a cop, do yourselves a favor, look for Belak Wheels and pull him over. Let's say hi to the people here, then we'll get the show going. Nick, Joe Swish, Clint Stroke, 101 RTR, Paul Ponthio, Valley 10 speed, Oh, I'm sorry. Where is richprince.com? YDBT. I'm so sorry. I'm wearing the Snack Attack GT500 sweater. That's right. I'm wearing this right now. The Snack Attack GT500 sweater coming at you. Probably won't get it by Christmas time if you order it now, but you can get everything else. These are two are limited run. Then they're going to probably replace it with something else. But again, sweaters, high visibility stuff, stickers. I love it. I would never wear a white sweater. You know who wore a white sweater to the Christmas party? Devin. Devin wore a white sweater to an Italian restaurant and did not get sauce stains on it. Good for him. I love it. C33, Camzilla, Douchetown, Big Pops, Anthony, Frank Donahue, Toxic 03, Monty 540, John Bonanno, Nathan, Mofler, Joe Jackson, Tiller, GTO, Alan Galvin, Coyote Kelly, CJM, JD Swag, Bryson Witt, Scott Andrews, Phil Faz, Bryson Witt again. Thank you so much for putting up all of the beautiful links there. Look so freaking good. Did I see John London here? No, I thought I saw John London here. I'm like, he ain't on. He got other shit to do. Whoa, everyone is on. Holy shit. TJ Skorsky, Bagalos, Rican 50, Phil, Boost, Demon, 101 RTR, Dozen Garrison, CCW Fox, Deuce Machina, Mofler, CPR, Andrew Mofler. Hopefully you sent an email to get your PMAS code there. El Verga Larga, EPA, Donkey, Timmy T, 97 Outlaw, Joseph Lacey, Carnage 50. Let's get all the way to the bottom. You got a lot of motherfuckers in this place, and we'll get the show going. Revit Racing, Grant Wimber, Whipple 50, Blue Thunder, Bryson Witt, Nick Rogers, Cobra 460, Matt, CPR, Andrew, One Ford Runner, Spencer, Peter Chow. Matt says Aldo World's truck for sale has Belak, Cobra 460, Jeff Betts in the house, John Bonanno, Gap Toto, Gap Toto in the house. By the way, this sweater is badass. This sweater was devised by me and Frank Perdomo when we were working at Power by the Hour. We were brainstorming one day, and he was like, yo, Alex, we should make a fat GT500 and make it on a mobility scooter with your logo, and he's got bacon, and he's fat, and they made this a sweater. I absolutely love richprince.com. They have a wonderful sense of humor. So let's go to The Drive real quick. We'll reference The Drive. It says here, Dodge won't admit that the new Charger can fit a Hemi V8, and we know why. It's a simple question. Does the old Hemi V8 physically fit into the 24 Charger's engine bay? But Dodge's refusal to answer says a lot about its current problems. Reviews of the 24 Dodge Charger Daytona have been coming out over the last week, and it's fair to say it's a mixed bag. Objectively, it's a competent coupe with a lot of interesting design features, yada, yada, yada. Yesterday, Jalopnik published a story citing an anonymous Dodge engineer who said that the old V8 literally does not fit in the 24 Charger's engine bay. We were skeptical of that, so we reached out to Dodge and Stellantis PR to ask point blank if it's physically impossible to stuff a Hemi in the new car. Dodge's response was, Dodge is focused on launching all the new electric Dodge Charger Daytona models, as well as the Dodge Charger 6-pack ICE option model next year. We have nothing additional to share in regard to potential future products. That's a heck of a non-answer, and we can guess why why it's dodging the question. Heyo. You guys listening to the show a little bit? First, the engineer's full statement was that the V8 wouldn't fit without cost prohibitive changes to the cradle firewall, which belies an important point. With enough elbow grease and a can-do attitude, you can stuff a big engine to anything, and I don't mean just the backyard wrenchers swapping, LS swapping Miatas. Jeep dropped a 6.4 V8 in the Wrangler from the factory. Basically, what they're saying is, can they drop a motor in there? And Dodge answered it by not answering it. Future products. You got to pay attention to language. Language is very important. You gotta understand that. What is going on here? What did I get? Oh my Lord, why? What is happening here? Why are there 2 Boston Terriers on her lap? Oh no, don't tell me she bought 2 more dogs. Jesus Christ. Poor Jake. Oh, poor Jake. So anyway, at the end of the day, they answer by not answering it. They say, we're not going to talk about future products. Then a very competent gentleman that seems to be in the know today, this gentleman, his channel is TK's Garage, I got notified by a follower, and I'll give him credit right here so you don't think I'm full of shit. GT500 Mayhem said, this guy has been absolutely spot on with everything Dodge for years, and the Hellcat is 100% coming back for most models. Just GW's info. No, I think it's going to be a completely different car, and I think the Cuda makes more sense. And he talks about it in here at length. He just talks about the fact that they're discounting current Hellcat models, but that they're 100% going to make the NA versions of the Hemi and the Hellcat versions of the Hemi. So if you want to check out his video, TK's Garage, check him out. He'll talk about that. So then I started going, wait a minute. What is the difference between a Challenger and a Cuda? And according to this, it seems to be the headlight. Now, maybe you guys know way more than I do in terms of just looking at it. Is it just the headlight? Because it looks like the same fucking chassis. Like it's the same car, maybe a couple massages. The Cuda looks a lot better. It just looks beefier. It's just more appealing to the eye than the Challenger. The Challenger back in the 60s wasn't that great looking, but the RT, and then they had a bunch of other stuff. But the Cuda itself, to me, is more pleasing to the eye. So what is the biggest difference? Is it just the single front light and then a couple of body panels? Is it based off of the same chassis? It looks like it is. To me, it reminds me of the Mercury Capri and the Mustang, where they literally shared the same chassis. They just massaged it, gave it a wide body, different headlights, different hatch, and a couple of different accents. The RS Scoop and the front valance, which was really cool on the Mercury Capri versus the GT. So I started thinking, well, if they're going to put it in anything, they're probably going to put it in a similarly shaped Challenger situation, and they're just going to probably put a one headlight in the front instead of two per side like they currently do, and make it very retro looking, keep literally the same chassis, stuff a Hemi in it, call it the Cuda, make it lightweight, goddammit. Please make it lightweight, because the biggest issue you guys have, Dodge, is the weight. It's the weight. The Hemi, the Hellcat Challenger, fuck the Charger, it's a four-door. The Hellcat Challenger could have been something if it was 3,800 to 4,000 pounds. But then they made it 42, 300, 400 pounds. How heavy? 2023 Hellcat Challenger weight. 4,415 pounds according to Google. Okay? That immediately disqualifies the car as being a viable car to race. 10 R80 Mustangs, full bolt-on with E85, were beating stock Hellcats. Plain and simple. That's just how it was. And this is what you would hear from the Challenger crowd. Oh, this thing makes 800 horsepower. It slides on the ops better than anyone else. It makes more horsepower. It gets beat because it's heavy. No one said it's not a great engine. No one said it's not a great transmission. Everybody laughs at it because it's a big-ass motherfucker. It's a big-ass, stupid-ass couch. So it wasn't taken seriously. When was the last time you saw an insane amount of 7-second Challengers out there? Hellcats. Not a lot, unless they're the ones that you get from the factory like a Cobra Jet. So Mustangs have been going 7s, S550s, S197s, even the Gen 3s with a Turbo 400 and twin turbo kit, 7-second car. So it's real difficult to kind of like look at a Challenger and go, you are viable in the streets. You're not. You're only afraid of a Challenger if you live in the ghetto and someone is going to slide and spin the block. That you're not scared of a Challenger in the streets, unless it's stupid built, unless it's a demon, unless it's on a drag pack, unless it's got no fucking hood. You're not even afraid of that motherfucker. You literally laugh at it. So maybe if Dodge got their head out of their ass, now you will have one model, just one, not 15, one model with 3 or 4 different engine options. You can make a GT, a 1320, a Scat Pack, Hellcat, Red Eye. You could make a Demon Cuda. You could do whatever the fuck you want, but do it all in one chassis, just like Ford does. Ford makes a Mach 1, they make a GT, they make a GT500, then they go to specialty aftermarket place it and go Shelby, Roush, Saleen. And it's an S650/S550 RTR. Your mom, everyone and their mother. So if Dodge can control the market with a Cuda, Scat Pack, GT, 1320, Hellcat, Red Eye, Wide Body, Demon, all that shit, I'm telling you, that could be a winner. And that could be something that could actually make a difference in the streets. In the streets, ain't nobody afraid of that motherfucker. Nobody's afraid of that. NA guys fight to race a Hellcat out there because the vast majority of people don't got it. They're lacking. The majority of Hellcat owners are lacking. They're out there with a fucking street tire and be like, you ain't serious. If you're outside, you better be on a drag pack, E80. I better smell E85 coming from that motherfucker. Your interchiller better be on it all fucking times, and you better be ready. If not, you're going to get caught lacking by a 10R and get fucked up. So let's go to my email. I received a couple of things that I want to talk about that are interesting, and I think you guys are going to be on the same page with me, hopefully. I'm just going to show you a photo and tell me what you spot. This was on Facebook today. Tell me what you see, guys. Tell me what you see. Let me put the chat right here. Let me wait a little bit to see what y'all see here. All right. We'll get to your shit. Don't worry. We'll get to your shit. What do you see here? What's the first thing that stands out when you see this? Because coming from a millwright, I'm a nobody, right? I'm a nobody. Coming from a millwright, I see dead people. I see dead people. Mustard on the beat, hope. Call the ambulance. Bro, this is supposedly the DMAS. This is a Hadron collider, an atom collider, apparently attached to a Coyote crank, then being held by apparently a gantry, and then a bracket that looks like it can support the space shuttle. And I'm like, bro, ¿qué carajo es esto? This is what ESS is putting out there for F-150 kits? The Crank 9000. Dude, I love you, ESS. That's what I was waiting 2 years for? That's what I was waiting to. I am highly critical of everyone. Everyone gets to smoke, so y'all don't think there's favoritism here. This is ridiculously over-engineered. This Crank 9000 hub, I think if you spin this fast enough, you'll go into another dimension. I think you'll end up in Miller's Planet. If you go at 9,000 RPMs, the car will bend space-time in front of it and make you go faster because of what is happening here. This crank looks like it belongs on a crane supporting cables for the lift mechanism. Now, crank me off 9,000. That's a flux capacitor. That thing can hold a torta. Bro, holy cantilever, Batman. This is ridiculous. And I love you, ESS. I think you guys are great. This is ridiculous coming from an engine. I get it. You got it. It's all good. Brother, esto aguanta una torta. This is going to be fun to watch to see if that holds up. Now, if it holds up, that's great. But this is what people are going to go. I don't want that in my truck. One, rotating mass. The bracket looks like it weighs 80 pounds. The supercharger apparently is mounted outside of the truck. So I'm like, bro, happy trails to. Good job on the Mustang kit. If this kit makes power, congratulations. I don't want none of that. Just like Harley Jet Sled said, turbo it is. I'm sorry, I cannot support this, ESS. And maybe you loved and enjoyed the praises I gave you along the way on ESS. I think the ESS Mustang kit is very good, sub 1,000 horsepower. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole because it has the Crank Hog 9000 attached to that motherfucker. And so you guys can talk about that. Busy news day for me. Busy news day because I'm like, oh man, and then finally, Mr. Villalta sent me pictures of what seems to be a GT350 swapped with an 8 HP. That's right, kiddos. Supposedly somebody fucked around, found out, and installed an 8 HP ZF transmission in a GT350. And this is weather was finally not horrible, and I found a nice rural road farmers use. It isn't salted, it hasn't any gravel, did the adaptation, now the transmission shifts better. I still need remote tuning, but that can wait for now. So this guy fafoed and installed a 8 HP in a GT350, and it's driving. Now, then I went down the rabbit hole. 8 HPs are an extremely popular swap. There's one in this 20B 3-rotor RX3 in Australia.
You know, Simon, I reckon that's the quietest 20V I've ever heard.
It is quiet.
Fast forward, listen to this. Look at this. Guys, look at this. This is so badass. Meaning no tuning. Look at the dash. It's got the gear on the dash.
What you can have.
So what I noticed is he has the starting gear of second, which again, rabbit hole. Why is he leaving in second? You'll see in
as
a
I
second.
said, the sequential shifter, they look pretty nice. You can have paddles with a control pad here. You can have it in manual. This is in manual mode, auto mode.
In drive, does it take off in second?
Yeah, it's programmed to take off because first is like a real short. Yeah, but if you put in manual, put in first, and then now it'll do it.
Brother, stop it. So then I started going, all right, so why is he leaving in second? Let's look at the gear ratios. Guys, this is rabbit hole city, man. This is what happens when I get on the fucking internet. So this is the 8 HP gear ratios based on the Wikipedia page. Right here, there's an 8 HP 70, 45, 70, 90, 50, 95, 75, 51, 180, and a 45R. First gear, 469, 471, and even a 5.0 and a 5.2, a 5.5 first gear. Second gear averages between 3.1 and a 3.52. Third gear averages between a 2.10 and a 2.2. Fourth gear, 1.6 to 1.7. Fifth gear, 1.2 to 1.3. 6.10 all the way around. And brother, these ratios right here look saucy. 167, 128, 10. Oh my God. Imagine if you can go woo, ba, 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 boo, 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 699 at 212. Brother, but it's got a multitude of gear ratios. This is the transmission that should have been in the 10R80 Mustang we have now. That's the transmission Ford missed out on. That's the transmission Ford should have had. That's the transmission, a missed opportunity, because if you really start looking at some of the, according to Junior, I talked to Junior about it, if you start looking at some of the logic, there is 8-speed logic buried in there. So I think the 8 HP transmission, pure fucks with it. Plenty of people fucks with it, and there's a huge community of controllers and this and that. I think that is the one that you can really make viable, has its own controller, someone else can tune on the trans side, and you can swap your GT350, GT500, you name it, anything you want. Now I get it, 6R80 swaps, in my opinion, that's what I fucks with, because it's you go to one tuner, Lund Racing, and you go to one transmission builder, Power by the Hour. But if you want to swap a GT350, go ahead and shove an 8 HP in there. Lund don't got to do shit except tune the motor side. If you have someone that can manipulate the trans side of things, happy trails to you. That is a very interesting thing. So we could talk about a little bit of everything. We have so much to cover. So I'll go back up on the chat after it freezes, and then we'll see what the deal is. You want to say what's up to the Army, says Ninja Man. Jeff Pett says, wait, I can't get down with that. Ultimate non-driving motherfucker. You can use that as a winch. What's going on, ESS tensioners? And now this, Jim Farley's running the show there. When this baby hits 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious Shit. You think people will need to buy a smaller radiator to fit that Chernobyl reactor? It does not look good. My buddy is putting a ZF in his 93 Supra. Okay, now that's cool. Them DCT, what's up, yo? It's relatively cheap swap from what he said. Yes, the swap is actually pretty viable. And yes, it does have a granny gear. 5.5 first. Now, which transmission is in the Hellcat? So I'm going to do this. 2023 Hellcat 8 HP trans ratios, just to know which one is in there. And it looks like it has the 471 314 211. So 471 313 211 looks to be the 8 HP. 471 first, there's only 3, the 8 HP 75, the 90, the 70, and the 45. So the 45, the 70, the 90. So I'm hoping it has the 90. Because I literally just Googled 2023 Dodge Challenger Hellcat 8-speed automatic transmission. It's a ZF8 HP. And it's got 471 first, 314, 211. Fourth gear is 167, 128, 10. Bro, if you can get in there and like really get after it and launch in fucking fourth, that is a turbo 400 gear ratio. And if it could withstand some big boy power, you can go overdrive racing in that, or the 6R80 with the 4R200 hub, which literally gives you those gear ratios with a stock 6R80 transmission controller or the computer. 8090 has failed 350 miles in, says my pure, Bondover. My pure 8090 has failed 350 miles in. Currently talking to them to see how they want to handle it. Well, I'm sure the GM valve body. Yep. On the dyno Chris Surrett, clutch will hold anything if you ain't it. Okay. I was having a mental conversation about this a couple of weeks ago. They even have one for every single application possible. Yeah, I plan on RST in the summer. What are we talking about? Clutches. I was very surprised to feel how it's tuned on the G82. It's very impressive. Chris, that would be sweet. D-Rock, pow, gap, ain't rolling gears, got a snatch. So basically just getting off on the fact that it's an auto. But the fact that you guys, I know I get it, GT350 in my opinion should be a manual car. But I'm not going to hate if someone has a twin turbo GT350 with an 8 HP behind it. I mean, I'm sorry, for a roll car, that is going to be dumb. Because what's your other option? A turbo 400, or if it's a 6R80, you got to do some stuff with the cams, the computers, the engine harnesses. It's not easy. But if you can literally just shove an 8 HP, let's say you have an FFRE built GT350 motor, twin turbo, and an 8 HP behind it. Built 8 HP, and you can manually select the gears, and it actually shifts pretty good. And am I not mistaken, guys? So for those of you that are gay and love to drift, is there not a modification you can make to the 8 HP to simulate a clutch kick? Let's Google that. Clutch. Oh shit, fuck, this thing just went ape shit. Let me see. Clutch kick 8 HP. There's like a mod and a little module. TCU clutch pedal settings. How to set up an 8 HP for a clutch kick. Yeah, so I saw this and I thought it was an interesting video. Again, I went down the rabbit hole of all rabbit holes because I know people are probably not going to want me to talk about this, but I don't know. I'm just putting it out there to maybe we can all make, some decisions. But apparently there is a mod that you can make to these transmissions that you swap something over and it simulates a clutch kick. But it is an auto, and there's software in there to simulate all this stuff. So guys, look into that, do some Googling. It's just interesting stuff to talk about when you go to the car meet in your grandma's car, your mom's Camry, and you're just there to watch, and you park just off of the res a little bit, so you don't want to be seen with the fast cars because you actually don't have a fast car, but you want to go to the meet anyway and talk shit to people that actually have cars. Go ahead, and that's another subject matter you can talk about. The Adam 8 LZ has one. GT500 shits on Hellcats. Okay. I know someone personally who did it on a Z30, not a drift car though. Yep, they all do it. Yep, they all do that gay shit. That's how they slide on the ops deal. I didn't know that. If the engine idles or backfires with the ESS kit, goodbye to the crank snout. Yes, there is a clutch kicking mod. Deal. They have the ZF swap adapter kit for the small block Ford 302, 351, and the 351 Cleveland. I have a Reed Case Turbo 400. If I want to do gay shit and just do cloud stuff, boy, I would probably just do a 6R80. But the problem is I want to do a carbureted. See, what I don't want to do is make the Fairmont what it was. A Coyote swapped stock computer 6R80 car. I did it. Why do I want to do it again? I'd rather do a carbureted single turbo super analog. But the problem is it sounds easy, but when it's super analog, you still have to fuck with a lot of wiring. And then I had to do, some thinking about like mounting the motor and all this stuff. And what I literally have to do is put the Coyote K-member back in there and mount it on the Coyote fucking motor mounts, because it actually sits a lot lower than the motor plate and the stock oil pan. It was just a whole bunch of bullshit that I got way ahead of myself, and I'm like, yeah, none of this is going to work. So this week that I'm going to be off, I'm going to be busy cutting tabs off, doing this, doing that, a little bit of everything. No 8 HP in the ZR1, because you got to understand the ZR1 has a transaxle, and the diff is the trans is the diff, everything is in the back, and it has a torque tube down the middle. Now, what a lot of people do with these Corvettes, not ZR1 specifically, if they're going to put a 4-link in it, it is a huge undertaking because it's a fiberglass tub. So a lot of the stuff is built into, like, the torque tube engine and transaxle is like, think about it as one unit. The moment you start trying to do 4-link stuff, you're going to have an insanely expensive shit if you want a transmission in the front. A lot of people buy the conversion for the Power Glide or Turbo 400 that goes in place of the transaxle, but the torque tube and all that shit is still in play. Jack Kennedy, back and to the left, says, do you think Dodge is sending mixed messages on purpose, admitting that the Hemi won't fit, creates confusion, or detracts from the fact that they have other performance projects underway? Chess, not checkers. I really think that's the one that is going to be most viable, meaning misdirection. For the longest time, Ford didn't really keep it secret that the GT500 was going to come out. It leaked out to me 2 years before that it's going to have a DCT. I saw the motor. I still have those photos up there somewhere. I can probably look them up, but I don't want to give away the source. That source has since been either cut off, or he was an aftermarket supplier or whatever, or subcontractor, and I don't really get that much information from Ford. Ford really locked things up when it comes to information in the last 2 years. You're not bleeding out anything. They're not bleeding out computers. There's no A2Ls flying off shelves. There's no computer coming off of pallets, nothing. They've tightened the ship hardcore, which makes someone like me look elsewhere. Because nothing is coming out of Ford. Nothing exciting. Nothing that makes me go, whoa, guys, can't you wait for this? Nobody cares. Like, Cobra's coming out. Don't care. GTD's coming out. Nobody cares. If you can't tune it, what the fuck are you giving us? And if the only people that can tune it are people that are telling you to put E30 in it with 55-pound injectors and a booster pump and run it in the quarter mile, you gotta go ahead. Go ahead if you believe them motherfuckers. What gear ratios does your Turbo 400 have? I picked up a 400 yesterday. Going to get rid of my Reed Case Power Glide. I think it's a 1.5, 1.2, 1.0. It's a close ratio deal. I'd like to see someone put a Coyote in a C4 Vet. Least then it would be actual trans to motor, no torque tube. For 1970, the Challenger and the Cuda both had E-body. The Challenger slightly larger wheelbase and length. So the Cuda was top dog, right? The Cuda, when you were in the streets in 1970 and you're listening to AC/DC or the Rolling Stones, and you rolled up your Marlboros and your white T-shirt, and there was no black people anywhere in the neighborhood when you were racing, and you were like, man, yeah, the good old days. Some of you guys would say that. I would not. When you saw Cuda come around, would you go, oh my God, look at that, a Hemi Cuda, badass? Versus a Challenger. Did a Challenger ever come with a Hemi? Or did it come with a 6-pack situation or some 383 or some... I don't know. I don't know any of this stuff. But the way they do it is they try to make the lineage be similar to what it was back in the horsepower days. The horsepower war days. So if the Cuda had a Hemi in it, and that how it came with a 426 and a Hemi, you don't think that they could make a Cuda with a 426, a Hellcat motor, and maybe a 1320 edition thereof. Interesting stuff. If they use the Cuda name for a lighter chassis, it's because they butchered the Dart and the Coronet isn't a recognizable name for the most. E40, I sent you a super shifting with the 8 HP in your email. Careful, Alex, don't say anything Bay about Whipple family. They don't want Bondelberg getting upset. No, Bondelberg's good. Bondelberg's good. He understands where I'm coming from. he knows that there's no hate, but I don't love the misinformation campaign. I'm not a big fan. And people say, what do you mean misinformation? I'm like, look, as a tuner, I don't even want to say I'm a tuner. I tune for Lund. So essentially what I send is Lund tunes. I don't make my own tunes. I don't give a fuck about making my own tunes. I don't want to wear that pride of like being a tuner. I tune for Lund. Lund Racing's files. I tune, I send them out, and then I adjust based on what they taught me and how they want things done. That's the extent that I give two shits about tuning. At the end of the day, I'm more of a reporter for the automotive performance industry than a tuner per se. They butchered the Cuda into an SUV. The Black Ghost had some KFC in the passenger seat. Oh my God. A numbers matching Barracuda was $500,000 at one point. Cuda was a Plymouth though, so it'll be interesting to see what happens to that. And I mentioned that. If the Barracuda comes back, how are they going to squeeze the Dodge nameplate on it? Now, they can't just say a Plymouth Cuda, but they can call it something else. Again, they own the rights to the name. They own anything. They could do whatever they want. Ford made a Mustang an SUV. You understand, guys? Ford put the name Mustang on an SUV. So they could do whatever they want with anything they want. Impossible for them to copy now. Reason old Dodge is so much money now is the amount of options you could select. So getting a 1 of 100 is much easier. Cuda was more of the racer. Exactly, AJ, but more the old name they haven't butchered yet. If Dodge made a new Cuda and they weigh 3,500 pounds and have a Hellcat, they would have a winner on their hands. I'm going to say something stupid. If a Cuda comes out with a Hellcat motor and it's light, and it's tunable right away, I might look into that. Because that, in my opinion, light, the Hellcat motor can make 1,000. We all know this. There's nothing new. Now, let's say they interchill it. They give it the Dodge 170 proved so much for Dodge. They proved that they could interchill, bigger blower, E85 compatible, Dodge 170 that runs 8s at that weight. Imagine you cut a couple hundred pounds. This is going to be my issue though. They're not going to do it. They're going to give you a 4,500 fucking pound car. That's just how it is. I love you. Guys. If you guys think that a 4,400 pound Cuda is viable, suck that dick. No, thank you. I want nothing to do with it. Now, if the number starts with a 3, that means with lightweight parts, I could get it down to 3,500. Oh yeah, that's a winner, in my opinion. My fear is what all manufacturers do when they bring back names. Turn them into different vehicles. Cuda needs to be a car to work. There are Cuda body kits for the Challenger. What about the GMC Hummer? They will do what GM did with the Hummer EVs. Steel, look up the Hemi Hurst Dart Trap, the 10-second quarter mile in 1967. Cuda was cheaper and lighter than the Challenger. Do you think it'll be stolen too? Of course it'll be stolen. So I don't know what happened, and I don't know how it happened. I'm just talking the truth based on my observation. Okay? The brothers love Jeep all of a sudden. The brothers love Jeep, Dodge. There's a guy here that has 3 vehicles. He's like, black version of me. He's got a Dodge Ram. He's got a Jeep Wrangler. And he's got another Jeep. And then another guy has the big one, the Wagoneer. And then another one has another one, we're in Riviera Beach. And I'm like, So then I go to Publix today, and I hear, I'm really good at listening. So I hear, man, you want to see my new car? And I'm like, okay, that's a black guy. So sure enough, I look over and he's showing off his brand new Jeep. And I go, what happened? I don't know how Dodge captured that market. Actually, I do know. If you look at hip hop culture, and maybe you guys are not aware of hip hop culture. That's all they rap about. Hip hop culture, hip hop artists, and hip hop culture. Demon, Charger, Hellcat, SRTs, N-word, come pull up on me. Drive the car fast, do the dash. It make my coochie leak. No one's like, Ford Mustangs make my coochie leak. No one is sliding on the ops in an S550. No one is doing takeovers in an S550. I don't know how they captured that market. It was the 300. It actually a very, that should be studied in schools. In my opinion, that you guys think I'm being funny. I swear to God, how did an automobile manufacturer capture one specific target audience and dominate that specific target audience? I don't know. Alex don't like Jeeps. Alex getting Sprite in Publix for the homies. 180 on the dash. The security guard loves Sprite. IT looks flashy. TRX, 180 on the dash. It's like Nissan Altima for the bays. The Nissan Altima is the ratchet hoe flagship. It just is. I'm into hip hop, says John Brown. Do you remember all the Of course I remembered all the lyrics. How can you not remember the lyrics? Hellcats, SRTs, N-word, come pull up on me. Drive the car fast, do the dash. It made my coochie leak. And then even there was an abortion song where the girl was in front of I think a Charger, looked like a RT V6 version. And she's like, I want an abortion. I'm not having this dude's kids. Let's go. Sheesh.
BDF, nigga, baby, daddy free. That mean I ain't got a nigga, baby, coming out of me. So I'm ABORTING. On my way to the clinic.
I forgot the plan B.
Let's go.
And there's another chick talking about eating.
Cause I'm trifling. 40 Glock on my nightstand. Roll up his backwood before he put that pipe in. Bitch, I'm busting jugs in the Hellcat. In the backseat, getting fucked from the back.
Bro, they captured something there. And I was like, man. I mean, a No Country song talks about, they talk about a truck, but not like Ford truck. Yep, they didn't even try to capture the market. The market captured the 300s, Chargers, Challengers, and the Trackhawks. And you don't know what Pontiacs stand for. Look it up. Oh, stop it. I think the naming structure of those vehicles made them so distinctive to the minds of folks who aren't fully invested into knowing cars that sounds cooler than a Hellcat or Demon. Nothing sounds cooler. What you got? Got a Mustang? What you got? A Demon! Damn. Your vehicle is literally the Antichrist? Yes! What about the Ghost? Dude, they could call something the Ghost and make it all black. Like, the Buick Grand National, for car guys, and I hate to say this word because it sounds gay as fuck, but it's the truth. I respected Grand Nationals as a hardcore Fox body guy in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. I looked at a Grand National and I'm like, respect. I'm like, bitch, you bad. All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Fuck me, right? I'm telling you. So, that car has legendary status. Imagine Dodge is like, we are making 1,000 for the amount of horsepower it makes. Ghost Cudas. No, they could call it the Ghost. Come on, don't they have that? Dodge. Ghost. Challenger. Dodge's Challenger oh my God. Black Ghost. It was the last call model. Let's look at a Black Ghost. What's a Black Ghost? You really can't see a Black Ghost. Fuck. Let me see. The Black Ghost. They made it. There you go. Boom. Right? What you got? A Demon. What you got? A Hellcat. What you got? Got Black Ghost. You got a what? You got a black ghost. Bro. Stop it. The black ghost, which is an oxymoron. Like, isn't that an oxymoron? Whatever. What I'm saying is they have a crazy opportunity. I'm trying. It's really tough. They have a crazy opportunity here to really make something Billy badass. There is a vacuum right now. The wind sails, the wind has been sucked out of the sails of the horsepower wars. We got to put up with a fucking S650 you can't tune. That's it for American muscle car. But imagine fucking Dodge drops their nuts, hairy nuts, veiny cock on this lame ass horsepower market, bro. Stop it. Rappers made it popular. It's flashy, loud, and brings attention. It's a status symbol. Nothing screams, look at me, more than something called a demon. Shannon Sharp has a Black Ghost Challenger. Is that the only one with did a design of the roof? Nick, yeah, it's so wild. Real stage 2 car, though. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Look at what now? I'm not saying it. I can't see it, says Whippled50. Jesus Christ. So is the 8 HP okay. There was even a rumor of a SRT Ghoul that was going to have a 426 Elephant with 1,000 horsepower on 93 octane. We know that's all bullshit. Terry Scott says the Black Ghost story is awesome. It was a Detroit Cops race car and it was hidden for years, so Dodge made a copy with the Gator top. Alex will be working for himself 2025. Make that money. No, I've said nothing wrong. Love the Stage 2 cars, especially the GSX, because that bitch will be gone while you sleep. Not wrong. Thanks for tuning. The Pro Charge Gen 1 runs great. Pablo, good job. We just had to do a little bit of acceleration enrichment on the pedal earlier, and we got you some octane booster, and the thing was happy as shit. Chevy's got to make a Chevelle again. The last car, Black Ghost Challenger, was a tribute to OG 426 Black Ghost in the 70s that retired a cop race at night. Beat everyone that roared into the night like a ghost, hence Black Ghost. But how many of them get repoed compared to Mustangs? The White Ghost is a pick of... Whoa. I gotta vet some of these comments because I can't just be reading what's on the screen. See, guys, no competition. So we got a dead on arrival S650. Steel, how? This chat can get out of hand, so I gotta be careful. Theo, how do you see the Gen 4 car? I don't care. The only... Sorry, bro. I don't give a fuck. The only thing you see at the night is the... Oh, fuck. I knew you guys were going to get so stupid. That's why I did... Holy shit. This chat is dumb. I love it. Stop it with the rate. No racism. No racism here. Here late. Heard Dakota was coming back. Dakota Hellcat. By the way, Alex, Nick will send the intake next week. Badass service. Damn, that's so fucking great. I absolutely love when a sponsor says he'll do something and he does it. Fuck yeah. I love that. I love that. That's why I like working with certain people. Nothing against anyone else. But if you're going to work with me, I want prompt, fast service. I want y'all to take care of the people real quick. Because the lifestyle that I'm able to afford and cars I'm able to fuck with is 100% because of you guys. And if I could do something small, I'll get you a cold air intake and promote PMAS, DNA, Parts Farm, 2 Auto, and Belak. And Belak don't give me a dime, but I just think they're so fucking cool. And they're okay with me saying they're drug dealer wheels. Like, they're totally cool with it. They're fine. They should make a drug dealer edition. The DD1s. Mira, papa. Habla conmigo. Let's play into this drug dealer stuff. Give me all white Belaks, white beadlocks, chrome in the middle, titanium hardware. And then we got the white and chrome centers. Bro, the Tony Montana. Oh my God, bro. The Tony Montanas, bro. The TMs. Mira, I swear to God, Belak, if you start naming the wheels based off of capos, drug dealers. Oh, come on, bro. You gotta. It's all about marketing. Does the horn sound like a smoke detector? Could you imagine if you're like, well, let me get it. What was that all about? Oh my God. The Rittenhouse 650. Imagine getting shot just because you have a black ghost. Bro, I think if a Black Ghost Edition Challenger comes out, eso no va a durar en la calle ni un día. That is gonna be gone like that. Oh, Black Ghost Challenger Hellcat? Bro, shit. Boy, what a show tonight. 392 Jeeps to Sweet. Are you and you only thing you hear is the rumble from far away? Okay, what's happening? This guy's Pablo Escobar with the PEs. PEs, the TMs, the Tony Montanas, the PE. Come on, man, stop it. The TMs, I love this. Daryl Strawberry edition, the DSs. Merry Christmas, what a great chat. Escobar 11s. The World is Yours edition. Belak, still no supercharger from Kong. No, I haven't heard from Kong. Look, I'm hoping I get it by next week. Kong, please. I need something to do next week. Golden AK in the trunk. Black Ghost with yellow plastic splitter guards. Cocaine special on Keel. The new Belak wheels. Sasso specials. Run on Grape Drake. I'm telling you, there is a way to lean into this culture. You can lean into the culture by making something funny, and the people will love it. Guys, listen to the names of grudge racer cars. They're borderline racism. There's fentanyl, there's cocaine, there's Section 8, there's Kong. There's one with the C word and ends with N that is racist. I have gone to a grudge track and it's like two racist words racing each other. Coming up to the line is N word versus, Cracker. Cracker Barrel. Cracker got an AR. Like all that stuff. Theo, if the Cuda is a good looking car and tunable, why not? S650 is a dud. And there's no Camaro. Just got to keep it in the garage. I agree. FTW Purple, Drake for the win. TI 22s. El Chapo 22s. B5 Blue 5 is my favorite. B5 Blue is my favorite Hellcat color. Comes with a dime bag. Codeine wheels. Lean back. OJ Simpson special. Oh my God. I'm telling you, Fenty McSendy. Silverback Gorilla. I'm telling you, you have to lean into the culture because there's money. There's money in that culture. The grudge racing, the street racing. People buy Belaks just to say they got Belaks. If you see a guy with only rears, but they're Belak only rears, you're like, I don't hate it because I know there's $3,500 worth of wheel back there. And then when I bring my GT500 outside, you know I'm watching that motherfucker every second. It got locks on locks on locks. They lean into the culture by making their top color coding. Ever notice how the Charger Challenger trim levels are like Mexican middle names? Damn, I missed most of it. Had to go out for a birthday dinner. So let's look at the Belak wheels real quick because I really think they're missing an opportunity here to make something funny. So Belak Industries, forged aluminum wheels. Okay, let's see what they got going on here. Free commercial. Okay, I'm telling you, bro, you guys are missing on an white with this chrome, this white, this chrome, this white, that chrome, this white, and the inner edge chrome. White on white on white, brother. All freaking boy, these bitches are bad. These bitches are bad. I'm telling you guys, once you get to that stage of like being able to afford this stuff, it can get out of hand. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It can get severely out of hand. Like Jake looked at my garage and he goes, "What the fuck are those?" And I think these in Fox Body Fitment. And he goes, "What the fuck are those?" I go, "Belaks?" And he's like, "What?" I go, "Yeah." I don't know why I bought them, but I thought they were cool, and they were on the back of the white Fox Body when I had it for a second. Which I will have a Fox Body again. Don't worry about that. Brown Sugar. Oh my God, though. Jesus Christ. I mean, what happened to the days where they would put literal Yoo-hoo symbols, McDonald's logos, Sprite logos on a donk? I don't know if that's cool anymore. My 13 kids, not a priority. How is this for a grudge race? Buttered bun in the oven. Mostly because all credit is approved, 25% interested for 15 years. Shit, EBT card enough for approval. So I can afford, see, there's a car right now for sale. I'm going to be honest with you guys that I'm like on the fence on this. And I probably should not buy it because my luck with already built cars is not good. But the fact that this specific car is for sale came up on my radar. I'm like, oh, fuck. I actually was an adult and said no because I've already gone through this and I don't want to go through it again. But this is like a street car, like probably the best built GT in the history of GTs, like not even close. AMS 2000, twin turbo, built motor, fuel system, ice tank, heat exchanger, full exhaust, widened 19s, like just everything was perfect. But I said, I can't do it. I can't do it because I really want to get into a house. Houses are averaging $525 to $675 for something I can get into. Remember, you got to pay that in taxes. So I'm like, holy shit. So I got to get into a house sooner than later. This is probably the final year I'm going to be in this spot here. I re-upped the lease, so this will be the final year. I'm going to try to make it the final year. And last year I spent a bunch of money just to see if it would offset my income for tax purposes, and it luckily did. So I'm not going to get money back, but I'm not going to owe the government. So now I budgeted how much I can spend per year on the business or on something that has the ability to be offset in my taxes, my taxable income. And I could easily afford a house that is a $650,000 to maybe $675,000 house in Palm Beach County. Problem is, should I stay in Palm Beach County or should I go north a little bit to St. Lucie County, Stewart area, Tradition? Who knows? No, definitely not. By the way, I might have a buyer for the complete 5.8 stuff. So we'll keep you posted on that. White on White, you dig Superfly? They're like HREs, but for drag racing. White Privilege was the name of the car I saw. All of these companies are scared of offending people. EPA says, I bet you don't remember the 2003 Ford had a Diddy edition Lincoln Navigator. Imagine having one of those in your driveway. Diddy edition Navigator? Get out of here. Oh my God, really? Let me see. I want to see where it says Diddy. Yes, here it is. Holy shit. The Diddy Edition Navigator.
Fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck that shit.
Whoa. The Diddy Edition Navigator. Knowing the the A-list celebs and Fortune 500 CEOs require, Sean Puffy Daddy P. Diddy Combs has joined forces with Boyd Coddington and Coddington Enterprises of Santa Ana, California. This was back in 2004. January 1st, 2004. Wow, long time ago. With his Sean John line of clothing and accessories, and through the help of some of the most well-known suppliers in the industry, this Navigator is coming live. Oh my God. Poor Diddy. He's going to be in heaven getting fucked in the showers in the jail. Probably has a baby oil dispenser. Came with complimentary baby oil. What baby oil did he use? Boy, did you guys just go to one fucking joke? I can't see the direction that I would be going. YouTube. I can see the direction that I would be going. YouTube full-time. Alice, would you like me to look around New Jersey or any other areas for a house? Fuck no. It's going to be St. Lucie County, Stewart area, not Vero, not Fort Pierce. Fuck no. Might as well look in Riviera. Not the Diddy Mobile. How about the Lincoln Blackwood? Shit. The Diddy Mobile looks like it's blacked out in the back so nobody can see the lube party. I've been in one of those in Miami back in the day. The interior is so slick and oily, you slide all over the place, and when it keeps you in boost with twin turbos. The leather isn't slippery because of your sweat. It's all the lube in it. Everyone has the same exact joke. In all honesty, though, there's nothing left for the car community. Old is about to become new again. Nothing exciting coming out anymore, and way too regulated to be able to enjoy it. I understand, Derek Eckroth, and you're not wrong. Oh shit! Did this thing not? Oh shit! I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't show your comment up there. You're not wrong, but this is an opportunity, Derek, to have two to 4 years of dominating the muscle car market. And now I don't know if it actually makes them money. You got to understand, guys, I don't think Ford sees Mustang sales and is happy about it. Hey, EPA or somebody, do me a favor. We are now in December 2024. Can somebody look up the sales of Mustangs 22, 23, and 24 year to date? And we'll see if the sales have gone up, down, or irrelevant. Remember, there is no Charger in 24. There is no Challenger in 24. There is no Camaro in 24. So what are people buying? What are people buying? Thank you. North of Jupiter, forget what they call it now. It's being developed. Stuart, I can say for sure Diddy has other people had a great time, was able to watch. Says New Jersey Drone. Nice. That's a good name, New Jersey Drone. I wonder if Chevy will ever make a pickup vet. New Jersey Drone. Diddy oil jokes are as tired as Mustang crowd jokes. We got to do better. That's kind of what I'm saying. Stewart is where it's at. 100% would have moved there if we didn't head back to Texas. I would think Stewart is the move. I'd love to find a house in Stewart, but I'm a year away, and I can save up enough money to get into a house by next year because my tax footprint is going to be low. So I have to buy a house next year if I don't spend money on Mustangs. Do you understand? I either spend money on Mustangs, $50,000 to $60,000, or buy a house. Got to buy a house because I can afford mortgage, everything all in, close to $5,000, but I don't want to have to spend that much. Hey Alex, why doesn't Lund have a no lift shift for the manuals? Tell me what the fuck that does. Tell me it keeps you in boost, you said. Let me ask you a question, Baker. What is no lift shift to you? Do you think when you hit a spark cut, that's a good thing for the car? When you hit a spark cut, that area, because we all know you guys are just so fast at shifting. The tuner does not institute anything above and beyond what the factory allows you to put in. Did you guys know that 11 to 17 Mustang manuals have no lift shift shit in it? You guys just don't know how to fucking drive. At 7,500 RPM, we institute a spark cut 11 through 17 manual. And you sons of bitches can't get it in gear. Whether it's the clutch not disengaging properly, whether it's you sucking at shifting, or whether you're too slow at making the shift. You guys go, whoop, that will kill your oil pump gears. That will kill your motor as soon as possible. So what do? You breathe on the throttle. That's it. There it is. That's it. There, that really quick lift. No, you guys just don't know how to fucking drive. You guys are asking for stuff that you think is going to make you a better driver. A watt box allows you to shift slower than breathing on the throttle. A watt box shift enabled, spark cut is a slower shift than breathing on the throttle. Proven over and over and over. People that rely on the watt box for a wide open throttle, leave it to the floor shift is a slower shift. I have proven it to everyone that has done it on the data logs. Look at right here. When you let off the throttle, or when the RPMs came down, when the RPMs came back, 0.7 seconds. And then you get a guy like me that can actually shift pretty decent, 0.3 seconds. And here it is. Throttle off, throttle on, unloaded the engine, got it in gear, loaded the engine, no spark cut, no oil pump gear bullshit, no chain slapping. Please learn how to drive. Just learn how to drive, guys. Please learn how to drive. It's a spark cut. To do what? Spark cut. How fast you shift is on you. Not some dark spark cut. Damn spark cut. GM guys are the worst on that shit. I'm a 19. You breathing on the pedal technique works flawlessly. That DD Navigator had one trans in it at all times. 1117 has factory no lift shift. It's how GM no lift shift works perfect every time. If 1117 has factory no lift shift, then how come GM no lift shift works perfect every time? Because it's a slower shift. I'm gonna clue you in on something. Coyotes rev to 7,500 RPMs. How high do GMs rev? 6,000? What do you think happens to the pressure plate when you rev it higher? Are you going to shift the Coyote at 6,300 RPMs? Are you going to no lift shift a Coyote at 6,400 RPMs? Just like GMs? I love how you compare GMs and they rev a full 1,500 RPMs less than a Mustang. How come GM's no lift shift feature works all the time? I have it in the Corvette. It fucking sucks. It's a spark cut. It was dumb. Data logs proved that it was faster breathing on the throttle. Stop. Please stop arguing with me about this. Don't argue with me about this. Unless you can outdrive me in a stick car, do not open your mouth. Please. Oh, you can't drive. Okay. Put me in a fucking neutral vehicle, you against me, I'll fuck you up every time. I bet on me 100% of the time. Don't fuck with me. These guys couldn't no-lift shift the slow revving small block 4 with the stock Hemi E7s and think they can do it with a fast revving motor like a Coyote with boost and ever wonder why their motors blow up. How come Chevys do it? 6,000 RPMs. When Diddy put the shifter in D in his nav, he was driving into someone's tunnel. Manual guys, smooth is fast. No lift shifts, just say they drive manual. Just buy an auto and get it over with. Exactly. Right, Mofler, excellent point. You picked up on language. It's just because it works does not mean it's faster. Baker, bring me an Alpha chassis Camaro. You drive it. Data log a no lift shift 1, 2, 2, 3. And then I will disable that feature and breathe on the throttle and do a 1, 2, 2, 3. I will put $500 fucking dollars. $500 fucking $1,000. You put $1,000 that I will shift faster than you in an Alpha chassis Camaro breathing on the throttle than no lift shifting it. Bet me. Put your fucking money where your mouth is. Let's go. Anybody, let's go. An Alpha chassis piece of shit Camaro that they don't make no more because it works so fucking well. Fuck out of here. Fuck. Man, these motherfuckers rely on computers too much. Y'all rely on computers too much. That's when I see a guy bump in. Oh, what a driver! Whoop! Strain gauge shift. That's a no lift shift. It's a strain gauge. Alpha chassis, C6 is not refined. Give me the Alpha chassis. I will outshift any of y'all motherfuckers that use the no lift shift feature. Yeah, I'm about to drink from the wine. Let me see. Who's Baker? Fucking. Do I have the stick? Where is it? Where's that? Here it is. Fucking. Oh shit! It's a little lower. How did that happen? Okay, well, I got to mark where it currently is. Fucking Baker and his no lift shift. Okay, this is where it currently is. All right, so let's see what the deal is. Okay. That's disgusting. Baker, no lift shift. Fucking Baker, no lift shift. Oh yeah, well, fuck me. Baker, no lift shift. Baker. NLS. No lift shift. The dude. I'm done. Fucking, hey, the Alpha chassis is better. Oh, the one that they don't make no more? That one? How you guys drink that shit, bro? You guys are nasty. All right. Getting sauced up for fucking Christmas. Oh my god. Whoa, Jesus. See, I'm already drunk. Oh no, the SD card. Oh shit. I gotta find that SD card. There we go. That SD card has valuable information on it, bro. Disgusting. Got this man drinking, bro. Damn you, Baker. You're going to get chorro. It's all good. Alex knows his stuff. Nardi, stop snitching. What did Nardi say? The dark horse wine. Don't do it, Dio. I got it. Dude, it literally says Baker. How do you guys... It's disgusting. Alex, pinky up like the GT500 video. Never a dull moment, no matter what time we jump in Alex's live. Alex, give me a glass of my keys. I'm telling you guys, like, we hear about that all the time, and I try to educate the people as best as possible that no lift shift is a complete crock of shit. Complete crock of shit. And can we get a no lift shift with the trans leaving the chat? A complete crock of shit. It's because they institute a spark cut, and let's say, for instance, you enable no lift shift, and then at the bottom of the clutch pedal or the travel, it institutes a spark cut when two things are like throttle position is 90% above threshold, and then the sensor is here. It'll institute a spark cut, like a soft one, and you'll put it in gear. And you're like, oh my God, that is so sick. What's so sick about it? What's so sick about it? Stop it. I love that people use the Camaro in an argument against another vehicle. 2 times being yanked out of protection isn't enough of an indicator. Does the Dark Horse wine taste like E30? I'm sure you'll be able to adjust for it. As of December 19th, 2024, they sold, here you go. 39,000 Mustangs. That includes the Mustang Mach-E. EPA says the following. As of December 19th, 2024, they sold 38,590 Mustangs, and that includes the Mach-E, which is not a Mustang. In 22, 47,566. In 2023, 48,605. In 2022, the Mustang had Charger and Challenger and Camaro. In 23, they had Challenger, Charger, Camaro. 24, they have nothing. And they sold almost 10,000 less. Oh my God. EPA, are you serious? Are you serious? 2022, they sold 47,000 Mustangs. 2023, they sold 48,000 Mustangs. 2024, they sold 38,000 Mustangs. 38,000. Okay, Mod to Fame, let's do this. Get your Hellcat with no lift shift. And I will put money that I will be better than you by lifting on the throttle because the shift is quicker. Bet me. You lift slightly, and it's a very quick thing. It's not whoop, boop, nuh-uh. You do that, whoop, you a fucking non-driving motherfucker. You go whoop, like that. Hey, fuck with me, man. These motherfuckers know how to drive, bro. None of these guys know how to drive, bro. I'm tired. This guy's no lift shift picked up some. It's because you suck at. No offense. It's because you're not a good driver. If you pick up time with no lift shifts enabled, that means you are a bad driver. Sorry. Come on, man. Stop it. No wonder I love Theo Alex. He's funny, educates us in an interesting, entertaining way, and people are stupid enough to hate him because he has experience. Personal experience. Demonologist, how does it sound again, Alex? Bro, just rewind that shit. And someone's going to cut it up and put it in a video. I will open my blow-off valve no matter how quick you think you are. Put your money where your mouth is. You think I lift off of the throttle so long that the blow-off valve goes whoosh. And because you go whoop, boop, 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 boop. Okay. I know I am so confident that if the car is set up in a way that both of us can make a apples to apples comparison, that I will guarantee I will out 60 to 130 you in your shit if I breathe on the throttle a little bit. Turbo, supercharger, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. My money's on Alex. Bro, that money is so secure. FDIC. That's FDIC shit. You could put money on my shit. Guaranteed FDIC. I will out if you're using no lift shift. That is the stipulation. If you rely on no lift shift and you are quicker with no lift shift 60 to 130, that means you are slow the regular way. So get good at the regular way. Come on, stop that. Stop it. We got to see this when and where. Mofa just don't know about sidestepping the clutch. I always lift even when a face-plated trans. Fight me about it. Even with a face-plated. And do you think I lift all the way off? Do you think I go? You think I let off of the gas? You think I go whoop? No, it goes like this, whoop, like this. I breathe on that shit. Woo-hoo. I'll give you the keys. We got to put money on that. I'm not gonna fly up to where you at, Detroit? Where's Mountain Fame at? Detroit? Where are you at? I'm gonna have to get up there. You got money on Mountain Fame? You will lose your money. Mountain Fame, you got a good. I'm not sorry. Demonology, you got a good life. You got a good thing going on. You see, your kitchen looks good. You know, your wife make you the eggs in the morning, and you're like sitting there talking to the people. I love that. I don't want to see you, like me in a 1-1 with a stupid Amazon light in the back. I don't want to see that. I want to take your money. Oh, bro, I love it. How did this chat go this way? I know I'm not a member, but I will become a member soon, says Cobra 460. It's thanks to you that I'm more self-aware. Thank you so much, brother. Shout out to you. God bless you on your future endeavors. Thank you so much. This is what happens when you learn from the Fast and Furious series. Detroit, New York. Man. Oh, the guy's in Detroit. Montefame's in Detroit. Wait, wasn't Montefame the one that said, hey, man, if you got a quick call, it's like 460. But if you got like a 3-second call, that shit fast. Was that Mountain Fame? Because I think that name rings a bell. I picked up a Mach-E recently. Ford is giving 0% APR to get rid of them and 8,000 rebates. And another friend with a 580 credit score got 0 interest. Alice got video to prove it. Alice could buy a house for 100 in Detroit. Pretty much stock says, I'm a faceplated trans car goes 100% throttle to about 75 to 78% throttle and then back on. No drop and boost at all in a turbo car. Exactly. You never let fully off of the gas. You breathe on that bitch. Come on, man. Eddie Howard, all y'all lose your money. Every single one of you guys will lose your fucking money. Go 60 to 130, it hooks. Low boost, because we want it to hook, right? We want it to hook. Low boost, 10 pounds, right? Go ahead. Whoop, okay. Oh, all right, here's the keys. And watch my shit be a 10th quicker. And you're going to go, I don't get it. The shift is faster. If you can mechanically make a faster shift, the car will go faster. The car doesn't lose boost if you go from 100% throttle to 78% throttle. What you're doing is you're slightly unloading the drivetrain so that you can get it into gear easier. 78% throttle versus 100% throttle, and you think you will lose boost? Bro, I'm sorry. You got to do more driving. You got to do way more driving. Demonology, on your best day, you can't shine the shoes off of any file. Whoa. We can't be talking about shining shoes. How dare you? Yes, it's fast versus quick guy. A quick question from Mods of Fame. Is your car quick or fast? Bro, he's like, I don't know the difference. Oh, shit. I hope you're being funny. I hope you're being funny that you know the difference between fast and quick. Fast is mile an hour. Quick is ET. Fast is mile an hour. Quick is ET. I got Alex to grudge race. Now, Baker, good job. This is all you. Come on, Theo, get after it. What will Alex grudge race name be? Something with a beaner, some spick and span. So I can clean up on the competition. Wait, is spick and span still a thing? Spick and span. Yeah. Yo, I swear to God, spick and span, wiping up the competition, bro. Extra strength powder. Bro. That's my grudge name. Spick and span. Bro, that's my grudge name. I mean, we gotta make it semi-spicy. Oh, fuck. Spick and span is my grudge name. Oh, fuck. At least he admitted it. Elijah was the same guy who got his software wrong and equipped you. Oh, stop it. I like him. I like Herman's good people. I just love him. He's good people. He's a net positive for the car community. The guy's just like the nicest guy ever. Just like he's never mad. If there's like beef, it's like he's friendly. You know, he seems like a good guy. So he is a net positive for the community. The immigrant, YOLO fast. It's just a spick. It's just a spick. Oh my God. Oh my God, Toxic 03. God damn it. Not, it's just a 6. It's just a... Oh my God. I'm telling you, that should be the comment of the week. Oh, he said it's just a... Oh, this just... Oh, what a great chat. See, that's the thing we need in this space, guys. We need car-related live streams and chats that are fun, funny, and just dumb shit. Because there's a big vacuum in this space. You see a lot of guys are podcasting, meaning they're going out and interviewing people. But the personality is missing. It's gone. It's shit. And that's the only reason this show's popular. It's because I talk a lot of shit. My friend's mom gave me the spick and span to drink because my nickname amongst my friends was Spick. When she did that, I was legit shocked. Alex, I was here for the third time. What a show tonight. The only good Mopar guy, Motor City, likes it. It's an H pattern, Oscar, AA. Yeah, that was good. I'll tell you. No sequential here, still H pattern, face plated, and recently added a strain gauge. How can I teach these kids? Strain gauge. Strain gauge on a Hellcat. Who told you that was a good idea? Bro, I love you. I love you, Montefame. You buried yourself on this chat. You just got fucking buried. Strain gauge. Face plated. Boy, you would think you got a pro mod in there. Strain gauge? Wait, you still clutch in? So what's the strain gauge do? Hey, Dodge guys, you don't want me to go over to your side, Dodge guys. You don't want me to go over to your side, Dodge guys. There will be a complete restructuring in how your brain works. There will be a complete turnover, 180. Like when you're cooking rice, you know that shit on the top, right? And you fucking put the scoop in and you turn it, that turnover, that top layer is gonna get cooked again. Ain't no way Y'all want me to enter the Dodge world because you guys will go, wait a minute, I don't understand. Oh, what? You can lift the auto guy, what? A legitimate guy goes in there. Bro, just get an auto, man. Bro, just get an auto. Get an 8 HP. You basically got a... That's not a stick, bro. It's not a stick. You're basically having all these fucking nannies shift for you. There is a certain pride. Yo, y'all don't want me to go into the Dodge world because everything you think you know will be absolutely turned over and recooked. Hey, pegado. Stop that. Because if I get a Hellcat and I call it spick and span and I start telling you everything you know about Hellcats is wrong. And this is why. Get an auto, bro. I love you. Get an auto. What you just described, everything's assisting you. The face plating, the straight cut gears, the what do you call it? The no lift shift feature, the strain gauge. Bro, just get an auto. Get a turbo 400 and that bitch will be the baddest motherfucker ever. Get a turbo 400 and get one of them fucking cylinders that shifts for you. Just Dodge guys, I apologize. I didn't know it was this bad over there. I had no idea. I had no idea it was this bad over there. That you guys got a stick guy using an only shift feature, and then he goes out and says, I'm going to put a strain gauge in it, faceplate. I'm oh. What's going to happen if I buy a TR6060 equipped Hellcat and it just goes into gear? Oh, shit, how do you do that? Man, how the hell you do that? I can't do that. Oh. Stop it. You can shift without the clutch by just breathing on the throttle. Bro, you don't even need all that. Challenging while not losing boost. Oh, bro. Guys, this has been a wonderful chat. It's enlightening because this chat is graduate school. I know y'all know everything. Y'all know everything over there. Y'all at the meet know everything. I'm not talking about the Dodge guys. I'm saying all the other haters, right? But when you come here and you start saying some stuff that triggers us, we can go back on shows and go, you know, this, and this. I run a roster Turbo 400 with a Neil Chance converter. There you go. Good shit. Good shit. Nothing wrong with that because you're looking at a drag race. But if you're looking at a roll race, I still think a Turbo 400 is better. If you want to stay in boost, hell, let's talk about staying in boost. Just get an auto. There's no shame in that. Get an 8 HP. That's Billy Badass built. We just talked about an 8 HP here. How about you could tune it, have a third gear leave, second gear leave, program it. You could why buy a face-plated T56 with a strain gauge? To me, a strain gauge is giving up on driving skills. To me, a strain gauge is saying, I can't get my hand-eye coordination good enough. There's a sense of pride. Stick guys there. Now, what I don't like about the Billy Badass stick shift classes is the strain gauge. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I watch the Billy Badass stick guys, and I go, I'm bored. Whoop, 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 whoop. And I'm like, strain gauge, strain gauge, strain gauge, strain gauge. Some guys don't even clutch in. And I'm like, why don't you just lift off the throttle a little bit? Oh, it's on the boost. Great chat, can't stop laughing, says Nick. Demonology, we have the same trans setup. If you don't have a chance converter, then you don't stand a chance. What is happening there? Yeah, I think they're talking about like, I don't know, Neil Chance and all this other stuff. I'm not going to highlight the chat anymore because it froze again. 427 watching, hit the like button, says Louis Lou. Engineering School 101. Jamie Easton says, if you bought the Dodge and went into gear, that would make too much sense. Okay, there are certain vehicles that are hard to shift. The 13 and 14 GT500 is hard to shift, not because the trans is bad. It's the stupid remote shifter. Mod to Fame. Do Dodges. Let me put you up on the chat because you guys are pretty good people. Pop out chat. I like the interactive stuff. It's good shit. Do the Chargers and Challengers have a remote shifter? Yes or no? And if it does have a remote shifter, that's the issue. So that means you have to upgrade your shifter. Mod to Fame says, this chat is fun. Hey, look at that. He's having a good time. The best donor car to see who's the non-driving motherfucker is a 4th gen F-body with an LS7 clutch and a stock Gen 1 S197. Either can work. We should do that. Should bring Dancing Dan into the chat with Trigger Mopar owners. Dan Rue, he does a real good job of triggering the Hellcat guys because of one simple fact. No one can fuck with them. A couple of, now, on a roll, and I have always said this, get a car like the Blue Goose, the Gray Goose, Brett LaSala, name your favorite 6-second capable Mustang, regardless of control system or whatever. If they configure, there it is, he's right. So it's remote shifter. The issue with the Challenger shifting is not the transmission. It's the remote mounted shifter. So you have to upgrade the shifter. And that's usually what makes it, he's right, makes it, you're 100% right, makes it extremely challenging. Another vehicle that, no, because the problem is they'll call me that. The other vehicle that had a remote mounted shifter is the 2007 through 2014 GT500 with a TR6060. They did not have a shifter on the transmission. So if there was a way of modifying or upgrading, I'm not an MGW fan. I know MGW makes awesome wallets. I'm not an MGW fan. So I would never upgrade the shifter with an MGW piece. I just don't like the gate. That's all. It's a very fine, refined, well-made piece. I'm just not a fan. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Had a great chat today. Demonology and Mod to Fame came in here. We were talking about no-lift shift stuff. It was a good, fun time. We talked about an GT350 with a 8 HP transmission in it. We talked about why the Dodge executives are not very loud about if a Hellcat motor fits on a new Charger. And I hope, I wish Dodge actually comes out with a Cuda version, makes 5 different variants, makes an NA 426 Scat, makes a 1320 edition, makes a Hellcat, makes a Ghost, a Black Ghost, whatever you want to call it, because it has to be a 3,800 or so pound car to go up against the Mustang. The Mustang is down 10,000 in sales year to year, and Dodge doesn't make a product, neither does Chevy. So it is time. Demonology says, yes, it'll fit. So look at that. Maybe, if there's hope, a Cuda comes down the pipeline or some other Hellcat stuff, and we can get back to challenging the Mustang. And then maybe Ford will say, let's unlock these cars because we're getting our asses beat. We're losing customers to the Challenger, Charger, Cuda crowd. So we lost 10,000 year over year. So we got to do something. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for listening. Had a great time today. Took another drink because of Baker, but it ended up being a great conversation with Mr. Demonology and Mod to Fame. I don't know how you guys get the check marks in your shit, but I don't got a check mark, so we'll see if we can get that happening. Maybe I don't have 100,000 subs, so maybe that's why it's happening. Have a good rest of your week. I will see you guys on Sunday morning for Peasant Chat. We talk to poor people. Again, guys, get your Snack Attack GT500 shirts, richprince.com, and join the Patreon if you want to hang out, do a little after chat stuff after every live stream. Have a good